Good morning, or rather, sorry, afternoon. It's MJ, and this is a general reading for the collective using the Crow Tarot, the Wise Dog, and the Grimalkin Tarot for Friday, January 26th. And we are getting a late start today. This reading is going to be for the energy that we have coming towards us, some energy that we need to be on the lookout for, or just to be aware of as we move into this weekend, as it could impact our decisions, it could impact our emotions. It may have us reacting in a way that, goes against our wishes for what we want in this world. So let's get started. And I'm sorry for getting such a late start. I wanted to finish up doing the adoption assignments for the Grimalkin Tarot, and I finally finished it. I got everything pulled together, created the little flip books for people to see which cat they had, which card they have, sent those off, updated the Indiegogo campaign. It's been a busy morning. So let's get started. And this is really, this reading today, this reading for the collective is not just for today. It is for the weekend. Excuse me. Okay, so the first card I'm going to pull is that energy that is around us at this time. It is present. It is very potent. If you want to step into it, you can ease into it very easily, without much friction. It's there. It's present, and sometimes we don't even realize it when we slip into this energy. Have you ever walked into a room, and you might have walked into this like a party or a room where there are a lot of people gathered, and you go in with a particular energy, you're feeling really good about something, or in contrast, you're having a bad day, and the energy that's in that room, all of a sudden, just it envelops you, and you don't feel the energy that you had when you walked in, right? It may be that you feel great, like any anxiety was alleviated, or it may be that you were feeling great, but you walk into this room and there was a heaviness, and that heaviness created emotions within, stirred emotions within, that then prompted you to behave or act in a way that was against your nature. So let's see what we have going on here. So that's what we have. That's the energy that we're working with, that sometimes we can't even control it. So look who shows up again. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So we have this energy of the Five of Swords. And, a friend and I were talking about this morning. There does seem to be like this shift happening where people are just much more defensive. Things are a lot more challenging these days. There's a lot of hostility in the air, and it's really easy to get your hackles up, to get on the defense, to react to situations that should not have been at all worthy of the stress or energy that you put into it. And here we have this Five of Swords again, and it's saying like, we're not out of the woods yet. We're still in this, whatever this is. It's really making it easy for people to take offense, to get pissy, frankly, over little things, or to feel like they're under attack. And it's the I'm going to get you before you get me mentality, right? It's tit for tat. And so be aware of this, because when you do engage, when you get into a battle with this energy, nobody wins here. There's not a winner. Nobody walks away from this feeling good. And what's happening with this energy is that it just creates almost like a darkness in your spirit, regardless of where you stand in this card. So I don't know if anyone has ever read or saw the movie A Wrinkle in Time. It's like that blob of darkness that just wants to grow and feed on negative emotions. So it's growing stronger. Every time you project negativity out into the universe, you're helping this big giant blob of darkness grow. It's feeding on you. So it's really important for all of us to stay aware that our reactions to things make a difference. Our energy that we send out make a difference. So if you're sending out hostility, you're feeding the darkness. You're feeding that blob of negative energy, and it's growing. So collectively, it's really important, even if you're having a bad day, even if you think somebody's doing something incorrectly or you would do it better, it's time to approach people with love and compassion and not with vitriol or hatred or, being just abusive. So let's get started with the wise dog here and see what energy this wise dog is bringing to us. Again, I say this a lot, but it's true. You can't control how other people react to you, but you can control how you react to them. And that is where your karma lies. That's where you are in control of your life. If you want to fly off the handle and react in a way that is rude or insensitive, that's wholly up to you. But what you get in return is not going to be anything better than if you extended kindness. And frankly, kindness is better for everyone. So compassion is better for everyone, globally speaking. So here we have the 10 of Cups. So what a contrast we have between these two energies. And to me, it's like this dog is coming up saying, hey, remember when you were focused on creating a place of harmony, not just for yourself, but for others, when you were feeling inclusive. The 10 of Cups is all about finding these common areas, finding common ground, and bringing other people or energies that are different than you are into your support system, into your fold, into a place where everyone is nurtured, not just those who agree with you, right? So this is what is coming to you, and I feel like this is a shift that's happening. And the call here really is to let go of this need to win. Something I tell my daughter is it's better to be a good friend than to win an argument. It's better to be a good friend than to feel a need to prove that you're right? Friendship is more important than getting to hold that little trophy up saying that I won the battle. And so here, this is where you come in and you may be facing somebody who is combative. You may be tempted to just play dead and let them be and have their way. You may be tempted to run away from them and be like, I want nothing to do with you. Or you could approach them from a place where your own happiness with life and your own inner bliss creates a safe place for them to be themselves and to let down this ego persona, right? So let's see what the cats bring in for advice on how to create this bridge between the 5 of Swords and this 10 of Cups, because it's a great bridge. That's a long, that's like a bridge that goes over an interstate. This is not a little footbridge. This is a big bridge. So how do we get there? How do we get to this point where we can embrace those who we may see as in battle with, who are in battle with us? We may see as being an authoritarian or who's being combative. How do we find this common ground that we share so that we can reach a state of feeling bliss? It's not just about you feeling bliss. It's where you feel bliss so much so that you're able to extend that to other people. And here we have the High Priestess. So the cats bring us the High Priestess, and the indication here is to listen to your intuition, listen to the signs, follow your gut. You know, pick up the cues that people leave you. If somebody's being cantankerous, are they really being cantankerous because they're angry about what's happening at the moment? Or is there something else that's bothering them? Are they deeply unhappy? Are they somebody who is just miserable in what's going on in their life? And the way they express that, ooh, somebody's honking very loudly. The way they express that is, you know, by being perhaps combative or being, you know, a curmudgeon. And so this is where you can look at the situation from a place, almost like from a place of distance, and see who they are as a spiritual being, not who they are as a human being, but see their spiritual self, their persona. And when you do that, it will help you create a space of compassion, because you won't look at them for all of their faults. You'll see them for being so much deeper than what's on the surface. And so this is what we have going on right now this weekend. So if you are dealing with somebody who you're feeling as though they're in it to win it, they're aggressive or competitive, and they're not taking care of your feelings or nurturing how you know you're treated in this situation, the call here is to use that intuition of yours. Use it in a way that will help find common ground so that you can create a place of peace and comfort for everyone. This is about building a community. This is about creating a space for love and belonging for all, not just those who agree with you. So it's amazing what will happen when you let down your guard, perhaps allow for some vulnerability, connect with that intuition of yours so that you can connect with that person on a different level, where you can see them not for their actions. You know, I mean, if their actions are horrible to you, this is where you're going to be able to say, hey, you know what, I don't need to have you in my life permanently. I can still have my boundaries, but I can also understand that you're hurting inside, perhaps, and that's why you are behaving in this way. That you're not genuinely, you didn't come into this world as an unhappy person, but events and life handed it to you, and now you're this way, but it's not who your spiritual side is. So I really feel like this weekend, it's about extending compassion, about feeling happiness with who you are and what you are, getting into the state of bliss, feeling grounded and secure in your position, feeling in love with life, finding your strength so that you can extend an olive branch and understanding that comes from tapping into your intuition to whoever this is in your life, whether it be a partner, a boss, a friend, somebody who is being really combative. The call here is to find the common ground, use your intuition, take 3 seconds before reacting, and connect with your inner self. So much love, and hopefully, geez, Pete, I hope next week is just a better week all around. I really do. I feel like we've had a lot of heavy energy this week, so let's focus on next week being so much better. All right. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace and bye for now.